When I say budget, what does that do to you internally? For me, a budget was always something that implied scarcity or, I'm panicking about money. I'm worried about where it's going to come from. And actually, if we look back to the origins of the word budget, it is effectively back in the 12th century somewhere, way back when. But effectively, it implies the idea of a set amount of money going towards something. It actually is boggart. It's a bag of coins that would then be put on the table to pay for services rendered or an object or something. So the idea around a budget, and what I want you to get into your head, and for me it's been revolutionary in terms of how I approach these things. A budget, or a good budget, will tell your money where to go rather than you sitting there at the end of the month wondering where it went. Okay, so think of it as you planning and structuring how your money is going to work for you rather than being worried that it's out of a need for you to put in place some spending restrictions. That may be the case, but the idea behind a budget is to allow you to allocate your money, get it working harder for you, getting it spent in the right way and at the right points in time. When we talk about budget, okay, what I like to do with my clients is I apply a 3-step process. Okay, step 1, okay, is to categorize your spending. So look at the last 3 months of your bank statements, figure out where your money's going, and I want you to categorize it into 3 easy categories. 1, needs. So what money are you spending on the things you absolutely have to? So your needs are mortgage or rent, bills, car payments or travel expenses, things like that. I then want you to figure out what you're spending on wants. Okay, so your wants are holidays, subscriptions, things that you like to do, go out to restaurants, eating out with friends, socializing. And then I'd also like you to categorize into saving. So your third category is saving. How much money am I putting in there? What I then want you to do is analyze it. So once you know all of those numbers, figure out how much of your monthly income is being allocated into each of those categories: needs, wants, savings. We can then apply a rule that's called the 50-30-20 rule. It doesn't have to be binary to this, but ultimately the general thesis is that 50% of your money should be spent on needs, 30% of your money should be spent on wants, and 20% of your money should be going into savings. Once you've done that, and let's say, I don't know, your 60% needs, 40% wants, and nothing into savings, what we then need to start looking at is the third step of a budgeting process, which is adjustment. Okay, so adjusting your spending and where that money's going and how you're allocating your funds. Again, we can go into this in another video. I want to talk about the psychology of spending at some point. So if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. Alternatively, my email's in there in the bio, so please just drop me an email with any questions that you might have. And more importantly, give us a follow. If you like what you hear, give us a follow, subscribe to the channel. Look forward to hearing more from you. Thank you.